All right, this is a big day today. It's a milestone time for Jenny Owen, or as she is better known in this area, right here where we are, as Miss Jenny.
That's right.
The learning tree. Okay, now I'm almost about to cry, so don't you
Oh,
dare.
gosh, let's not start now.
We've been coming here for years. TV 35 has. You used to come down to the station and bring the little children there to talk to Santa, and then we started coming here and meeting Santa here. And so you are about to, well, you're too young to retire, so what are we calling it?
Well, it is retirement. I've taught for 36 years.
Whoa. How long have you been here at
This
the
is
Learning
my
Tree?
25th year of the Learning Tree.
Okay, so tell me.
That was kind of my goal. I wanted to do it for 25 years, and I succeeded.
Wow, time flies, doesn't it?
It does.
Okay, so tell me, when you first, I guess you bought the Learning Tree from someone else, and now you've sold it, so it'll still continue on, so that's good. It'll be different, though, without Miss Jenny here. What is your philosophy or your way of teaching? What is it what was your goal?
Well, my goal was to make their first experience with school a positive one that they could have fun and learn at the same time. So everything we did was, in a way to enjoy learning. Mm-hmm. And so we would always start out with, playtime. And to me, preschool, one of the most important things is learning socialization, how to share and take turns and, just love one another. But then after we would play for a certain amount of time, we'd clean up, and then it would be structured the rest of the day. But yet they didn't mind that structure. They almost were ready for the lights to turn out and clean up because they knew that it was going to be fun. We'd have puppets and singing and finger plays and all kinds of ways to make learning fun. So. And
I do think another thing that's a blessing for the Learning Tree is that you were able to hear little prayers and
I could do it the way I wanted
to.
Do
it the way you wanted
to.
Have
anybody telling me not to pray
or not to salute the flag.
That's right.
And that's wonderful. That's what our country's been founded on. And I think that you have, you've taught more than one generation now.
Oh, I have. I'm teaching Colby Crabb's child this year, and I taught her when she was in second grade at Hillcrest. And that's happened a number of times that I've taught children's children. So that's what happens when you get old and can't teach.
Well, she says, or you're saying that one of the main reasons that you are retiring, of course, you've had a blessed, long career, and you've influenced countless little children who are now big children, but you want to spend more time with your little ones.
That's right. I have 6 grandchildren now, and they all live in Vidalia, and that's one of my goals is to have more time to spend with them.
Okay, well, they'll be grown and gone
That's
before
right.
you know that. Mm-hmm. Okay, so tell me about your co-workers.
Well, through the years, I've had different ones. The first year was Pam Daly. She started in 1989 with me. And after 1 year, I think that did her in, and she decided to go back to banking. But she's stayed a dear friend with me all these years. And then after that, Becky Chappell came and worked with me for 6 years, and then Jonna Evans after her for 5 years, and then for the last 13 years I've had Dina Spivey and Jerry Baggett. Mm-hmm. So we've just always shared the responsibilities and shared in the teaching, and it's just been a fun experience.
Miss Jenny, here comes somebody. Hey. Let's see what he's going to give you, Miss Jenny.
Is this for me?
And it's a gift certificate.
What's it for? Oh, my goodness. I get to go get my toes painted? Oh, my. Thank you so much. Hey, Trip. How are you doing?
He didn't get you a present.
That's okay.
He did.
Hey, do we get cake?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you get cake.
Yeah, you can get anything you want, okay?
Well, you can get it now. Why is this the last day you're teaching?
Well, I'm getting older, and I'm going to take some time off to be with my grandchildren.
Okay, he heard enough of that. Okay, well, what is it? This is what I want to say about my time coming in here throughout the years. When you're talking about that you want the children to get off to a happy start, there has always been such a spirit of happiness. And I love the way that when the children would start telling Santa Claus what they wanted for Christmas, and you never knew what they were going to say.
That's so true.
You didn't try to stop them. You just got tickled, and you would, if we couldn't understand what they were saying, you could always interpret. And
That's
it was
right.
just such a sweet spirit. So we'll all miss you, Jenny.
Oh, you're so sweet to have come all these years, and it's just meant a great deal to me to share that love with you, too.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Jenny.
You're welcome.
This is Lisa McMichael, and her daughters, Blair and Bliss, both of them, I believe,
Absolutely.
attended the Learning Tree when Miss Jenny was their teacher. So tell me about that experience.
Well, it was just phenomenal. There was no question when they got to that age as to where they were going to go to preschool. It was the Learning Tree all the way, and we were just so tickled. Bliss is now finishing up 2 years in pharmacy school, so she's got 2 more, but her class is actually the class that gave the sign out front to Jenny. So Bliss was in the class of 1994, and so that's something we were really excited to do for
That
her.
is wonderful. And I'm sure that when you were bringing the girls to the Learning Tree, it wasn't one of those things that you had to say, come on, get ready to go, because they were ready.
Not at all, not at all. And it was like, what are we sharing this week, and what week is it? What are we going to be learning about? What finger puppet character is going to be taking place that day? So a lot of fond memories. So
It is. It's a great feeling when you pull up and you're dropping your children off somewhere, and you know that you can trust the person that is going to be with them for a good part of their day when Mommy and Daddy aren't around.
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. Know that they're going to be well taken care of. And, of course, there have been many women that have helped Jenny throughout the years. With my oldest, with Bliss, Becky Chappell was here assisting. And then when Blair came through 4 years later, Jonna Evans was here. So those were some of the ladies early on that have
Yes,
been
she's
helping
always
them.
had good little helpers.
Absolutely, absolutely. Great teamwork. So.
Okay, I cannot believe your daughter is so grown.
Absolutely, and she'll be starting pharmacy school in the fall, so some great foundation here at the Learning Tree.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.
Okay, now this is some of Jenny's family. This is her daughter, Joni, and her daughter-in-law, Jana. Jana. And these are 2 little ones. I think, did both of these belong to you, or...
This one's mine, and this one's mine.
Okay. All right. Well, just give me your thoughts on today and about what it was like growing up with your mom being here at the Learning Tree. I bet you've heard some funny stories.
Yes, we have heard a lot of funny stories. I just think she's done an unbelievable job and has poured out a lot of love to these kids and has enjoyed every minute of it. I know that. And I think she's ready to move on and pass it down, and is excited about the new owner, and but I just think she's put 100% into it, and there's no doubt that she's just passed on love to these children. They felt it.
Okay. Jana?
Well, we know, I'm married in, so I didn't get to hear all the stories growing up, but these grandkids, I mean, you can tell that her students love it, because ours don't even come to school here, and they beg us to come. You know, they don't understand why they couldn't come over here and go to school. But
they would come on with days when they were out of
they
school.
would come,
and
yes,
enjoy it.
and enjoy it. So, but the Learning Tree is a special place. Lots of many memories here.
So how do y'all, what are some things you think that you and Jen will do this summer? Do you have any trips planned?
We're going to the beach.
That's my favorite thing, is to go to the beach. My very favorite thing. What about you? What are you and Jen going to do?
Swim.
Swim? Okay. I bet she's a good swimmer. And she's lots of fun, right?
What does she like to play?
What does she like to play?
Games.
Yeah. And what's your favorite thing that she cooks for you?
What does she always bring you when she comes?
Cookies?
Cookies.
Okay. All right, well, y'all enjoy her, okay? Thanks, girls. Okay, Jenny was the woman of the hour, and this is the man of the hour. This is Jack Owen. And I bet he could tell us more about Jenny Owen than anybody else here. But you'll be having a wife that's going to retire.
That's
so
right.
Tell me some things y'all have planned.
Well, I'll be working she wants me to be working so that I'm out of the house and she doesn't have to deal with me. So that's what our plans are right now. Those are kind of short-term plans, and I've got a little ways to go before I hit 65. So I'll be working still. I work at Dublin Macon Cardiology, as a PA, and so. But she's about to retire. She is. I don't know if we're going to be able to stand her or not.
I've got a feeling that you will. Tell me what all these years when she's been coming to teach at the Learning Tree, it's been such a good experience. I know you've heard a lot of probably funny things the children have done, a lot of interesting things.
Oh, yeah. Some of the funniest things, and just, and what I enjoy is hearing how she surprises the daddies and the mamas for Father's Day and Mother's Day with things that the children have said that they totally didn't know were going to be said. So that's kept it really funny and going, and so I can see how she's really enjoyed these kids. But the thing I'm most proud of is the fact that I learned a long time ago that kids need to start with a good upbringing and good education. And what better way these days can you bring a child up other than with good morals, love of Jesus Christ?
Amen.
And, and that's what she's taught them. And she cries with them. She laughs with them. She's like a child herself. We kind of have to say, you're around adults now. Think up. Think up just a little bit. But she said that once she got to where she couldn't get out on the floor and play with them, that she would be ready to give it up. And so that's where she is right now. And she's turning it over to somebody that's going to do. We just feel like great with Learning Tree. And Amanda and Chad are just good Christian people. They'll carry on the tradition, and Jenny's just thrilled to have found somebody like her.
That is a blessing, but she has been such a blessing to these children throughout these years. Well, they're grown now, a lot of them, but it will give y'all a wonderful feeling for all of your lives to know that you've made such an impact on these young lives.
That's right. And you can go around and you can see all of the Christmas trees, and these are the children she's taught each year. And those kids come in, and that's the first thing they do is they go look for themselves on those pictures. But she's had an influence on a lot of kids, and in a lot of ways she hadn't had to follow a curriculum and teach test, so to speak, as they say these days. And she's just taught them good morals and a lot of social skills. That's one thing she's always believed in, is teaching social skills right away. And so she's got a record of, the kindergarten teachers from all around tell us, now if Miss Jeannie taught you, you're going to know things. You're going to know what you know. So that's something to be proud of.
It is. I know you're proud of her. And I know she's going to put up with you just like
she might.
Okay. Thank you, Jack.
Yeah, thank you, Sue.